Hi everybody, welcome to Line of the Week number 140, Motif Development Using Melodic Rhythms. This week I took a rhythm, added notes to it, and then developed it while improvising over tunes. This week's example shows how you can repeat a simple rhythm while changing the notes to fit the harmony. Before I get to the line of the week, and so we're all on the same page, here are the chords to the progression. The chords are C major 7 to C sharp diminished to D minor 7 to D sharp diminished to E minor 7 to E flat major 7 to D minor 7 to G7, and then resolving back to C major 7. Here are the chord scales I use. I use the notes from the chord scales for two things. First, as a source of notes for improvising, and secondly, to determine tensions to use for comping. The chord scales I'm using this week are G pentatonic to C sharp whole half to C major to D sharp whole half diminished to G pentatonic and then to B flat major and then to C major, then to A flat melodic minor, resolving back to G pentatonic. Here's the melodic rhythm I'm using this week. The motif is taken from Jerry Bergonzi's book, Volume 4, Melodic Rhythms Used with Permission. Here's the line of the week with Guitar Pro backing I use to make sure I'm getting the notes and the rhythm accurate. Let me say a few things about the line of the week. In measure 1, you have the original motif, meaning the melodic rhythm using notes from the chord scale. And then in measure 2, you've got a rest. In measure 3, you've got a variation, meaning same rhythm, different notes to fit the harmony. In measure 4, you've got fragmentation, which means a part of the original motif, in this case, the last part of the original motif. In measure 5, you've got a variation. In measure 6, you've got another variation. In measure 7, you've got a variation. In measure 8, you've got a variation. Again, meaning, in this case, the original motif, the rhythm, same rhythm, different notes. In measure 9, you've got a whole note to end the line. Also, I'd like to note the points of resolution of tension by half step. At the point of chord change, it's important to resolve non-harmonic tones, meaning avoid notes, also known as disagreeable tones, by half step to an agreeable note. You can resolve tension either directly, meaning immediately, or indirectly, that is, within a beat and a half. In other words, at the point of chord change, you only leap from a note if it's agreeable or harmonic to both the chord of the moment and the next chord. Otherwise, you need to resolve the note, preferably by half step. In this line of the week, I resolved tension at the point of chord change in 4 places, circled in red. In measure 5 to 6, note E under E minor 7 is going by half step to note F under E flat major 7. Secondly, in measure 6 to 7, you've got note E flat under the E flat major 7, resolving by half step to note E under D minor 7. In measures 7 to 8, you've got note D under D minor 7 going by half step to note E flat under G7 to give the G7 an altered sound. And then in measures 8 to 9, you've got note D flat under G7 going resolving by half step to note D under C major 7. So that's all for this week. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.